What's going on YouTube? It's Randy with Full Throttle Obsessions. Today we're going to be installing my brand new steel drive shafts for my Traxxas Summit. As you guys can recall, in my last video with the Summit, we ended up breaking one of the plastic drive shafts on the first run. So I went ahead and we're going to upgrade to these MIP steel drive shafts. I received these drive shafts in the mail, probably a little over a month ago, but I had so many things going on I actually couldn't get to the installing them and get into this video until now. So we're going to go ahead and get these installed and we're going to test these things out. Let's go ahead and get to it. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and remove the wheel. Go ahead and get this on here. Get this removed. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and move some of this stuff and set it right here. Alright, now with the wheel removed, we're going to have a grub screw right. Looks like it's right here. Let's see. Go ahead and get that grub screw out. Now your hex adapter should just slide off, which ours did, nice and easy. Alright, now you got these little plugs right here that we're going to go ahead and get out. Well, carefully so you don't tear them, which... There we go. And now you're going to go ahead and loosen these Allens in there. Let me see. There we go, it's this one right here. Let's see. Yep, there we go. Go ahead and loosen those up. Like so. Now we gotta go finish loosening the top one. Let's see. Kind of helps if you level the arm a little bit because it gives you a better straight on shot for the Allen head. Alright. Let's go ahead and push this through. Kind of stuck there. Alright, put that to the side. Now you're going to have a grub screw in this, towards the gearbox right here, which I think I see it right there. I'm going to have to roll it so I could get... There we go. Get a straight on shot with it so we don't strip it. Make sure it's in there. The last thing you want to do is strip it out. So go ahead and loosen it. There we go. See if that's going to come out now. There we go. Nice and easy. Then this should just slide out. There we go. There you got your old shaft, plastic shaft. Alright, what I did is I just kind of got the grub screws just barely screwed in there so they're not poking out the other side. I'm going to take the shaft and kind of slide it out the spine so it makes it a little easier to slide in or to get lined up. And I'm going to line it up with the holes and kind of ease those down so that they countersink in the holes, and I'll tighten them up. Alright, we'll go ahead and line it up now. right there. So let's go ahead and grab our Allen. All right, yep, looks like it went pretty nice. Turn it so I could get access to the other one. All right. I didn't tighten the other one all the way down, just so I could get this other one snugged up, make sure everything's all right. Which it looks like it countersunk in nicely, so let's go ahead and tighten them up now. All right. Sorry about that, I'm just doing it this way so I'm not in the way of the camera, so my hand's in the way trying to tighten up the other side. Make sure that's tight. All right. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and take the bottom shaft and slide the spines, whoops, sorry about that, the splines in. Apparently I can't really talk today. Then we're going to go ahead and swing this over. Stick that through the bearing. Whoa. Make sure the bearings don't pop out. There we go. Now let's just slide in. There we go, no problem. Get it started here, start screwing it in. Alright, get the top started. Now you don't want to put them too tight because you don't want them to tax. You want to be it to go through the full range of travel without it actually kind of binding up. So I really don't tighten them too tight. I just kind of snug them up. All right there. All right. Alright, that's pretty nice. I like that. Now we're going to put the hex adapter on. Like so. And find the right grub screw. Which it looks like it's this one right here. You kind of got to be careful because they'll both go in the same threads and all that, but one's a little longer. And the longer one's actually for the... It goes by the gearbox right here. If you use the long one right here, your wheel won't go on because it's going to stick above the hex adapter and won't let the wheel slide on. So just something to be aware of. And you go ahead and make sure that hole's lined up. Just right about there. There we go. It already has Loctite on this one, so I'm not going to bother to put in more Loctite. Tighten that up a little bit. Then we're going to pop these boots on. Keep the dirt out of that, hopefully. Alright, got those in. Then of course we're going to put the wheel back on. Alright, go ahead and set the wheel on. Then, wherever I put that. There we go. The hex nut. Go ahead and tighten it up. Alright, that's one done. Now time for the other three. Alright, you guys, I went ahead and finished the other three drive shafts off camera. I didn't bother filming because it's obviously the exact same process for the other three drive shafts as the first one. One little quick tip, it's best to make sure the diffs are unlocked when you go ahead and do this. That way you could rotate and get to your grub screws a little bit easier instead of having to push the whole truck back and forth. But we are definitely going to be putting these drive shafts to the test. They seem really strong and sturdy, so we'll be putting them to the test here shortly. I'm real anxious to get out there to test the truck out because I only drove it one time before that plastic shaft ended up breaking on me. As always, if you like my videos, please like and subscribe. Thank you.